നമസ്കാരം. ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ സൈക്കോളജിയിലെ വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട കുറച്ച് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിനകത്ത് ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ് ദ ഒറിജിനേറ്റർ ഓഫ് സൈക്കോ അനാലിസിസ്. ഓപ്ഷൻസ് എ മാക്സ് വെർത്തിമേർ, ബി കർട്ട് ലെവിൻ, സി അഡോൾഫ് മേയർ, ഡി സിഗ്മണ്ട് ഫ്രോയിഡ്. ആൻസർ ഡി സിഗ്മണ്ട് ഫ്രോയിഡ്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, വാട്ട് ഈസ് എ ഡിഫെൻസ് മെക്കാനിസം? ഓപ്ഷൻസ് എ എനി ഫോം ഓഫ് മാർഷൽ ആർട്സ്, ബി എ മെക്കാനിസം ഡിസൈൻഡ് ടു റെഡ്യൂസ് സ്ട്രെസ് ആൻഡ് കോൺഫ്ലിക്റ്റ് കോസ്ഡ് ബൈ സ്പെസിഫിക് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസസ്, സി എ മെത്തേഡ് ഫോർ നെഗോഷിയേറ്റിംഗ് എ സ്റ്റേജസ് ഓഫ് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്, ഡി എ മെക്കാനിസം ഡിസൈൻഡ് ടു റിമൂവ് psychological barriers. Answer B, a mechanism designed to reduce stress and conflict caused by specific experiences. മൂന്നാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, painful and disturbing thoughts are repressed into the dash part of the mind. Options A conscious, B unconscious, C preconscious, D all of the above. Answer B unconscious. നാലാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, what is the id? Options A part of the psyche that controls impulses, B part of the psyche that reduces anxiety, C primitive impulse in man, D part of the psyche that controls our morals. Answer C primitive impulse in man. അഞ്ചാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, an example of classical conditioning is. Options A rat presses lever for delivery of food, B dog learns to salivate on hearing bell, C pigeon pecks at key for food delivery, D dogs learn helplessness from electric shocks. Answer B dog learns to salivate on hearing bell. ആറാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, psychoanalysis is a theory of dash. Options A personality development, B learning development, C memory development, D all of the above. Answer A personality development. ഏഴാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഫസ്റ്റ് എവർ സ്റ്റഡി ഇൻ ക്ലിനിക്കൽ സൈക്കോളജി where the subjects were non-human was conducted by. Options A Pavlov, B Skinner, C Thorndike, D Freud. Answer C Thorndike. എട്ടാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, the animal which Thorndike used primarily for his experiment was. Options A cat, B dog, C rat, D none of these. Answer A cat. ഒൻപതാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, Thorndike recorded the time a cat to escape from the puzzle box by observing and recording the animal's escapes and escape times. Thorndike was able to graph the time it took for the animal in each time to escape. The graph so recorded was in the shape of. Options A convex, B concave, C S shape, D V shape. Answer C S shape. പത്താമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, according to Thorndike, what attribute of learning declines by age? Options A strength of learning, B power of learning, C speed of learning, D. Readiness to learn. Answer C. Speed of learning. 11th question. Psychology is a science of dash. Options A. Education. B. Abnormal behavior. C. Behavior. D. Education. Answer C. Behavior. 12th question. The first formal psychology laboratory is situated in options A. Germany. B. Leipzig. C. Athens. D. America. Answer B. Leipzig. 13th question. What is an ego defense mechanism? Options A. Part of the ego state that prevents rational thinking. B. Part of the unconscious that attempts to control unacceptable influence. C. Part of the ego state designed to reduce barriers. D. Part of the ego state that aids development. Answer B. Part of the unconscious that attempts to control unacceptable influence. 14th question. According to Thorndike, the ability to learn does not decline until the age 35, but how much percentage it declines thereafter every year? Options A. 1%, B. 5%, C. 8%, D. 10%. Answer A. 1%. 15th question. Law of use and law of disuse is a part of dash. Options A. Law of readiness. B. Law of repetition. C. Law of exercise. D. Law of transfer of learning. Answer C. Law of exercise. 16th question. The book Contemporary Schools of Psychology written by dash. Options A. Wilhelm Wundt. D. Robert Wordsworth. C. John B. Watson. D. Wolfgang Kohler. Answer B. Robert S. Wordsworth. 17th question. Founder of modern experimental psychology. Options A. Robert S. Wordsworth. B. John B. Watson. C. Wolfgang Kohler. D. Wilhelm Wundt. Answer D. Wilhelm Wundt. 18th question. Who was first to use nonsense syllables such as POV, JUK, CAG, KEL, etc. to test memory? Options A. E.B. Titchener. B. John Dewey. C. Hermann Ebbinghaus. D. Sigmund Freud. Answer C. Hermann Ebbinghaus. 19th question. A student of your class very rarely uses the mathematical table of 18. So, he does not remember it. Which law of Thorndike resembles it? Options A. Law of exercise. B. Law of use. C. Law of disuse. D. Law of transfer. Answer C. Law of disuse. 20th question. Response from one condition to another by associating it with that condition is called. Options A. Associative transfer. B. Associative shifting. C. Associative fixation. D. Associative response. Answer B. Associative shifting. 21st question. Individual behavior is determined by. Options A. The individual's biological constitution. B. The individual's acquired traits. C. The social and physical context. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. 22ാമത്തെ question. Dash considered mind as a bundle of independent faculties such as memory, imagination and reasoning. Options A. Behaviorism. B. Psychoanalysis. C. Faculty psychology. D. Cognitive psychology. Answer C. Faculty psychology. 23ാമത്തെ question. Levin. Options A. Developed a theory which stimulated a great deal of research. B. Felt that real world problems were the only ones worth studying. C. Published a large number of studies in social psychology. D. Was a notoriously bad trainer of graduate students. Answer B. Felt that real world problems were the only ones worth studying. 24ാമത്തെ question. Responses that produce a desired effect are more likely to occur again, whereas responses that produce an unpleasant effect are less likely to occur again. The term desired effect means. Options A. Punishment. B. Reward. C. Both of these. D. None of these. Answer B. Reward. 25ാമത്തെ question. Behavior that are followed by good consequence are likely to. Options A. Decrease in the future. B. Increase in the future. C. Remain same in the future. D. Unable to predict. Answer B. Increase in the future.